teachers that we have here, the IB program that we have here, the extracurriculars that we have here. I have had an absolutely amazing experience at this school. I even had last year a teacher come up to me and ask if she could write my letter of recommendation for me, which was really great. But I just really wanted to say nothing about things that are going on. I know there's a lot of politics behind everything, but just on the basis of the teachers, we have an incredible teaching staff here, and I would hate to see that change. And I urge you, I know that patience is hard, but I've had an incredible experience that I hope that you all continue to stay here for all the students who pass through, that they can also have an incredible experience.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm going to be going to Yale University. Thanks.
Regardless of whether or not the contract was going on, it's the end of the year, and I'm going to college, and so I want to say this anyway. I'm the second youngest of 7 kids, and I am the first one to go to public school. And I know that none of them have had the relationship that I've had with my teachers, and not even just my teachers, but my coaches, Mr. Jarvis, Mr. Quinn, Mr. Hamlin. High school wasn't all that great for me, and I really couldn't have done it without you guys. And Miss Palmy, Miss Helsel, I mean, like, you guys were at my mom's funeral. Like, you're not going to find that anywhere else. And I just want to thank all of you guys. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
Charlie.
it.
Pete Angus, Westmore Central. It's time to hear from the old guys in the room. It's past my bedtime, so I'm not really thinking clearly. And everybody, I prepared a statement, but everybody said everything. You know, I've been here a long time and I've seen a lot. And when I came to this district, I had taught 13 years, and I was looking for a place to call home. And I've left a lot of schools, and I hear what these people are saying, and I'm very concerned. And when I came here, I was so excited I thought I died and went to heaven. And right now I feel like I died. The lack of contract has sucked the air out of the room. It's killing this school. And I've been involved in 7 negotiations. I picketed the first week of school. But there was a different camaraderie everywhere. Teachers have burrowed in. Their camaraderie is different. I can't really express it in words, but what I can express is, I've seen boards of education come and go. There was always a common ground. We came together when it counted. If you don't hear it now, you're never going to hear it. It's now or never. We're going to lose the tradition that made this district great. You've got to hear these people. It's for everybody in the room, not just one, not just teachers, not just students, parents, real estate values. It's now. It has to happen now. I can't be emphatic enough. I have tons to say. Many of you did a much more eloquent job. I get very emotional because teaching is my life. It's been 34 years. I've only got 4 years left. And if all these people leave, I won't know a damn soul in the room. I won't have time to learn their names. Please help me.
Just really quickly, a couple things. One, I'd like to explain why I'm wearing this. I know it's very lovely. Okay. I don't just dress up like this for no reason. I'm a Boy Scout in Troop 150, based out of Burnsville. And actually, we have Mr. Mitchell came to a scout who's in the back corner, and also another scout's Eagle Project. And one down here. I can't begin to explain how much of an effect he's had on this community. I know he comes to concerts for the music department. He comes to concerts. He's one of a few teachers that I've ever seen come to most of the concerts. And it's funnily enough because he's in school while they're going on. So he's like, oh, well, I'll just go see so-and-so in the concert. So he walks literally across the hall to the auditorium to watch us perform. And it's really different because you get to see your teacher outside of school. I actually was homesick on Friday, and I realized I forgot my English binder in school. But my dad was really good friends with Mr. Mitchell. He became really good friends at my friend's Eagle Project. And Mr. Mitchell actually offered to drop my English binder home on his way home from work. I don't know, I'm sure all of you would do the exact same thing because you're just that great. But I know for a fact that Mr. Mitchell actually did it. I mean, I can't begin to explain how much of a loss he will be felt. His loss, I can't even explain it. It's just, he will be, his leaving will affect the student community so much that his loss will be felt throughout the entire school, not just in the eggheads or the nerds or, you know, the people who do robotics. It's all over the school. These 206 people that like the Facebook page, they're not just nerds. I'm not in the robotics club. But we know Mr. Mitchell, and we know he's a fantastic man and a great teacher, and it would stink to lose it in our school. So, thank you very much.
Kyle speaking again. I certainly didn't have any time to prepare this remark, so if I embarrass myself, please don't laugh too much. So, we've been recently on the topic of just how awesome the teachers around here are, and because I'm here to represent Mr. Mitchell, I'm going to concentrate on that. He knows, of course, that he's been terminated at this point, as we've all found out very unexpectedly recently. But that hasn't stopped him from not just doing his job, but doing everything outside of his job that he did before he found out he was being terminated, when, as far as he knew, he was still coming back next year. I think this shows that, like so many other great teachers in this room, he didn't work 12 hours a day, which, by the way, is more time than I spend in school and sleeping combined most days. He didn't do that. He didn't come see school plays and go to Eagle Scout projects, more Eagle Scout projects than I went to my friend's Eagle Scout project, which makes me feel like a terrible person. He didn't do that because he wanted a promotion or he wanted to be sure of getting a raise or coming back next year. He did that because he really cares. And now that he's been terminated, he still really cares. We're still talking about issues in class, and I'm still learning more every day in his class than I do in many hours pursuing other activities. So I just failed to see what he could have done to not live up to the metric. Why is he not coming back now? Thanks.
I'm part of Team 305 of the robotics.
Could you state your name and town? Could you state your name and town, please?
Career of Chester, and I know much better. I can tell you for a fact that you will not find any patient Benson Mitchell. Great guy, you know him very well, and you're just never going to find anybody else like him ever again. And by letting him go, you're cutting something very special from the school. And that might very well be the first vote to leave this school, and many will follow its path. You make a mistake, and I really hope for your sake that this decision is not set in stone. That's all I can say.
Thank you, and I think you've probably heard that we can't comment on personnel matters, but thank you very much. Any other questions, comments? Yes, over here.
Hi, Kevin Yacker from Mendham. I wanted to comment on Mr. Mitchell's thing because as an Eagle Scout and an athlete on the track team, I've met many teachers here and individuals, including Mr. Button, who's the Scoutmaster at Troop 1 Mendham, that have brought me to where I am today as an Eagle Scout and a student and an athlete. Mr. Jarvis, Mr. Quinn, Mr. Hamlin, and Mr. Ward have all, English teachers, have all given me a reason to come back to school as a senior, and it's getting really tough towards the end of the year, but they've helped me, stay in school and keep active. But Mr. Mitchell has really taken a step up. For my Eagle project, he spent countless hours on the last day helping me out. We had a stone wall we had to build at the Shift Nature Reserve, and he single-handedly, with another adult and a couple of their scouts, took on the job of getting that done, and took time out of his day completely and just came over and did that, which, I mean, it was a huge project and helped me out a lot. And you know, that's something that, like James said, I mean, a lot of people here, a lot of teachers would be willing to do that, but he again came out and did it. And you know, Mr. Button, I know, recognized that, and he also worked there. And there's countless, you know, adults here that constantly step up to the plate for me. Just in track alone, Mr. Jarvis spends countless hours, you know, coming down and giving his time to me to get me to be a better athlete. And I will be throwing at Duquesne for javelin due to his, you know, his help on the field and, you know, him constantly giving his time. So I just want to thank those teachers for that. And just let you know that Mr. Mitchell, like all the other adults here and teachers, has affected my life greatly. And it's sad to see him go. Thank you.
You hear the thunder outside? It's going to be in your buildings too. We don't want it to be. You're the board. Make it happen. Choose.
Tornado warning. Doesn't mean does not mean that there's one right here, but it means that that everybody needs to be aware. You hear something that sounds like a train inside. I'm going to close the public right now. We're going to take a 5-minute break and then we'll come back
Nicely said. I love it. Yeah.